But I was speaking a bit. I was speaking a bit. Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right, perfect. Look, I really think that someone should try to come to the stage. What do you think? Like, if someone can volunteer to raise their hand, we invite them to the stage. Let's see how this works. And they can ask a question or they can tell us which project track that they are most interested in.
Right. Chip Shop said, so different tracks have actually different tracks in the training, or it's the same? It's a very good question. It's gonna be the same. We're gonna learn the same stuff, but the project track is basically a different way of implementing what you're gonna learn. So you're gonna learn the same things. Like most of the time, you're gonna learn the same. Not most of the time, you're gonna learn the same things, but a different project track is a different way of using these things that you will learn. So for the creator, you're gonna use it for social media creation. For the builder, you're gonna use it for actually building a website and using something that's you're gonna build an MVP with. Researcher, you're gonna use deep research stuff. You're gonna generate a lot of stuff. You're gonna use a lot of prompting, etc., etc. A lot of automation as well. And you're gonna need to build a no-code website as well, which is in the 5th week, should be. Yeah,
Probably.
5th week, 5th lesson. And yeah, no-code website building. You will use it in most of them. So all the project tracks, you're gonna learn the same stuff, and you're just gonna use them in different ways. That's it. I hope
Perfect.
that answer. Where's Hisham? Where did Hisham go? I was gonna get him up, but he
Yeah, I think he was disconnected.
disconnected by mistake.
All right, then another volunteer.
Oh, he's back. Hisham,
He's
if you
here.
want to, okay.
Perfect.
Hello, Hisham. Welcome to the stage. We can't hear you.
Hello.
Can we? Yeah, now we
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me now?
Yeah. Yes.
Just give me a second. I need to figure out my voice.
Yeah. We got our first volunteer speaker.
Yeah, me and first time in Discord, it takes some time to set up.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready. Do you need me to open my cam or something?
I mean,
If you want,
if you want
would
to,
be nice.
yes.
I saw you
Not
today, but
obligatory.
it would be nice to see you again.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Hisham. Salam alaikum.
What's up?
Wa alaikum salam, Hisham. Any question or thought about the track that you're
Not really,
planning to do?
but he said that if you wanted to join, and he mentioned something. I want to go with the builder's mode because I have a project in mind and I'm thinking of like doing an advanced full stack version of it with including automations. Yeah.
Nice.
Do I tell the idea or just keep it to myself?
Do you want to share it?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so basically the idea is for recruiters. I want to make a dashboard because it's so hard for recruiters now to manage, like especially if they're getting like thousands of applicants whatsoever, and it's hard for them to manage the process of the applicants. So I'm thinking of making a dashboard. This is like the easy part. All of it is easy basically, but implementing AI automations that would automate tasks. So let's say if the person is moved from a state to another, it just sends a notification email, something like that, right? CRM automations. There's really that's what I'm thinking of right now. I think I got a few ideas in mind, and yeah, that's it.
Nice.
With the automation tools that we're gonna show, it's definitely possible and it's easier than you think, actually. It's something that I learned recently about these automation tools. It's so much easier than you think to automate such stuff that in your applications, and I'll be using it a lot as well.
See, I dabbled a little bit with automations with N8N, but I was wondering is it easy or hard to implement it into a website? I talked to Mehdi earlier, and he said it's easy. Like you just need a webhook with Lovable, and yeah, and this looks like feasible for me, I guess.
I can tell it's very feasible, and Mahdi can agree as well. You can see it in his face that
Yes,
it's
yes.
very
And I love the
feasible.
idea. I mean, the whole B2B ideas related to recruitment, related to onboarding, are things that I'm really interested in. And the last hackathon that I participated in, the solution that we worked in with our team, with Kamel, the website team lead, was an onboarding tool. And we alhamdulillah, won the first prize. And I think it can be very, very connected to recruitment projects or recruitment automations. So definitely we can talk a lot about the domain itself, but inshallah together we will learn a lot about the tools that can make that happen. And for those who do not know, Hisham is one of the participants in the summer internship that we have here in Budapest. It's running in parallel. MashaAllah, he's in the AI and automation team. He and his team are building really nice, smart things. They're ideating and they're coming up with really nice ideas of what they can build, mostly with automation tools. But as he mentioned, integrating it to a website and adding some content to it. Yeah, thanks, Hisham. Anything else you would like to share?
No. But you mentioned like the wealth part, and I agree. I'm doing all of this just to sell my first automation. That's all. Yeah, but yeah, the process is fun. The whole thing is pretty fun.
Inshallah. Yes, sometimes it's really about the journey, not about the destination.
No,
But
it's
no,
about destination. No. But yeah,
خلاص
thank you
يعني
so much for the
destination.
opportunity. I really appreciate this, especially you doing this, like for the sake of Allah. I'm not asking for anything for it, and I really appreciate this opportunity that you have provided for everyone here. So my word for everyone is to take this. I don't know. A lot of people would like to have this opportunity, and you guys were gifted to have such. So please try your best during the 6 weeks. And that's all.
Inshallah. Thanks for sharing that, Hisham. Wallah, so nice of you. Perfect. Yalla. May Allah help us to make a lot of money and to learn these things and also spread them afterwards to others like we're doing right now. Inshallah. Hatem, would you like to add something or should we continue with the slides?
I don't know. No, we can continue. Just thank you so much, Hisham, for sharing your idea. I guess as people can take some inspiration from that idea, and they can see how easy it is to solve this stuff with AI in the future as well. So you can use each other ideas as well to as an inspiration, of course. You shouldn't use each other ideas, but inspire from them. You can follow them, of course, and just get inspired. And any idea is very possible to solve as well. So thank you, Hisham, for sharing your opinion, and I hope you can build your you can build your idea. He already copyrighted the idea, so unlucky everyone. You need to find your own project for now. So I hope everyone can build his own project that way, the same way. Yalla,
And
you can continue, Matt. Thank you.
thanks, Hatem. Thanks, Hatem. Thanks, Hisham. Again, the invitation is always open. Whenever someone would like to join the stage, like Hisham did, they can just raise their hand. We invite them. They can unmute themselves. If they want, they can open their cameras. You can ask your question. You can share an idea. You can comment on something that we're presenting. This is a very, very open and safe space for all of you. So, again, raise your hand whenever you want, including now, if you want. You have 10 seconds.
Anytime you want.
Anytime, plus, yes.
Anytime you want.
Okay.
You
Let's
can
not
raise your
waste
hand.
10
It's fine.
seconds.
We can stop.
All right, perfect. So, following up, yeah, this is a really, really nice picture and a really nice concept, and I would like you all to focus with it because it's not going to help you just now, it's going to help you for the rest of your life. This is called the learning theory pyramid. Here is a pyramid of different ways of learning, and for each one, how much is the average retention rate? So, how much what's the percentage of the information that you will remember maybe after 1 year or for the rest of your life. So lectures, what we have in our schools, our universities, sometimes on YouTube or on internet, are the worst type of learning. Unfortunately, which might be surprising for some of you, because its retention rate is less than 5% in most cases. Then comes reading. Reading is much better than lectures. The information sticks a little more. Then comes the audio visual ways of learning, and this is good because so many people are visual. Visuals are the others are. I mean, there are 3 different types of visuals. Listeners, maybe, and emotional, something like that. Hatem, do you recall what are these 3
I
categories?
only know visual
Yeah,
and the listener. I don't know the third one, to be honest.
yeah, I know them in
Maybe
Arabic.
it's called
So
listener, I guess.
yeah. So it's Basari,
If anyone
Sam'i.
knows, if anyone knows, it would be very helpful for both of us, for all of us.
It is, yeah. But anyways, it's much more useful than just reading or listening to a lecture. And then comes a really interesting way of learning, and this we would like to also experiment in our sessions, which is the demonstration. You actually explain something and prove it, and it sticks in the person's head by really understanding and being 100% convinced that this is working or this is useful or anything. So these are all the traditional and passive ways of learning. So it's usually one way. We just transmit the information from the emitter to the receiver, but we would like to also focus in our training on the active way of learning, and this is where most of the learning happens. It happens with discussion groups, so us sitting together and discussing, like, will AI be replacing us or not? Are we gonna be more creative and intelligent with AI or less? So these discussions can help us understand more because we share, but we also listen to others. And while listening to others, we have the intention that we need to remember that information so we can answer back afterwards. So it's not just, okay, I can receive it and maybe I do nothing with it. The next learning level is practicing or learning by doing. So whatever you learn, you go and practice. And this is our motto for this training, inshallah. It would be really completely useless if you just attend these hours, listen to us, and then do nothing. I mean, it won't be useless, but it would just give you that 5% benefit. But what we're encouraging you all to do is to practice everything that you're learning here, even if it's something that you kind of know or you heard about before or you're not 100% interested in. Just apply it. Just take 2 or 3 hours to actually test it, build something with it, and then it sticks. Then the retention rate is around 75%, and that stays forever. So we would like to practice by after each session, and that each information that you use ideally can apply it within 24 hours. So if by tomorrow 8 p.m. Europe time you can apply whatever we learned today, then it will bring the most value to you, which is 90%. And it's also really interesting that the 100% kind of does not exist. As humans, we always miss some information, and we cannot really retain everything we receive. And yeah, so learning by doing, and by doing incrementally tasks every week. The goal is to create a final personal project, and its goal is to complete this real world project. So it is actually something tangible, and it will last not just during these 6 weeks, but it can last after that. And it's based on your chosen track, the 4 tracks that we shared. And yeah, one of the other goals of this project is to use AI tools to build something useful, inspiring, and innovative. And why are we emphasizing on using AI tools? Because it speeds up things and it lets you do things that you previously couldn't do. That's it. If you can do everything yourself, feel free to do it. But there are so many things that us we don't know how to do ourselves, and that's where AI can help. And now we're talking about like a tool, like an assistant or an armor that can help us in our projects. And by building your own personal projects, inshallah, during these 6 years, you will gain skills you can use for school, for work, and for your personal growth. And also, you can present your work in a clean, clear, and shareable format, like websites and videos, by the end of this training. So you can even challenge yourself. You can tell your friends and family, "Hey guys, I started a 6 week training today, and right now I cannot do or build anything. Just watch me. What I'm gonna be able to do after 6 weeks." This way, you can hold yourself accountable, inshallah. And anything that you would like to add, Hatem, related? How are you planning to learn and the whole idea behind having a personal project?
Nadia mentioned the three types of visual learning types, which is visual, auditory, and physical. I didn't know the physical existed, so that's very good to know. For me, personally, I noticed that the lectures and the reading doesn't really help. The audio visual works better for me, but the most time that I feel like I'm gonna remember something, it's gonna be about teaching other, and when I use it, even using it immediately is not gonna help. I can only remember if I teach other. So I invite everyone, if you learn anything here, you can just try to go and teach it to your friends if they don't know anything, or just teach them again if they know as well. It will help you a lot to learn anything that you want, like anything, and learn it even more when you try to explain. So that's like my approach to learning new things, and it will help. It will help everyone. So Abu Bakr asked a question as well. I hope there will be a screen record at the end. I really hope so.
I hope so as
It's
well. Let
supposed
me
to.
go.
It's supposed to, but I hope so. Inshallah, it
I'll
will
be,
be ready. Inshallah.
I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Yeah, he will go check if there is a screen recording or no. Um. So the final project. Oh, he didn't change the slide for the final project goal. Basically, yes, this slide. Yes. For the final project goal, like we mentioned before, that we want everyone to have a ready project, basically a real life project. And you can just gain skills to help you with your daily life. We will see how AI can help you with daily life very soon. It's amazing. And just to expand your knowledge, basically, in general. Mm, so physical learning means doing activities. Oh, yeah, just like doing activities with the thing that you want to learn. Oh, that's very nice. Uh, so it will help everyone, basically. So I guess we are mixing all type of learning types now, so which is very, very interesting. And yeah, that's it. Do you have anything more to add?
I don't, but if anyone would like to add something, they can raise their hands. I mean, this is what we had in mind. If you have more information, if you would like to share something, if you would like to ask, feel free to raise your hand. Okay, so I guess we can continue, Hatem, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's ask the people to raise their hands, not just to speak or come to the stage, but raise your hand if you already have an idea of a personal project, of something that you would like to do. It's completely fine that you don't have an idea in mind, but if you already decided that, okay, I'm that kind of person, and I will probably work on this, maybe automating the content with AI. If you have any idea in mind, then please share it. I think Sahar raised her hand. Tasmin as well also has an idea. Karim, nice, Karim. I think I have an idea about your idea. Nadia also has an idea. Abu Bakr, really nice. We have creative people. Sylvie as well. would like to create something using the knowledge that you will share, inshallah. Thank you all for raising your hands.
And Hisham as well.
Come again?
And Hisham as well. The
Of course.
copyrighted idea.
Everyone knows about his idea now.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. We will share quickly the last few slides regarding this training, and then I'm going to give the word to Hatem to talk about something really interesting about innovation and about design thinking. But yeah, maybe it's important to talk about the right mindset, because there are many misconceptions about AI and about what we're doing right now. So first of all, this is not school. If you're used to the university style, or to the high school style, or any way of learning, this is not it. This is an innovation lab. We really care about innovation. We really care about great ideas, and we really care about the potential that each one of you has. So please don't treat it as a school or as a training, one directional. Treat it as a community, a lab, a place where we can experiment all together, inshallah. Also, another mindset that you're not a consumer anymore, you're a builder. If you're using a lot of AI tools, maybe you can create your own AI tool right now and be a builder. Maybe if you're consuming a lot of social media content, you can build or create that content now. So we're trying to go from the passive state to the active state, that every one of us has big potential. And if you don't take that decision, and if you don't get the necessary knowledge, we will always be consumers. We will always stay in that passive state, and that's not what we would like to be. Neither Allah wants us to be like that. We would like to be influencers. We would like to be builders. We would like to be people who makes an impact on their world, but also, of course, benefit personally. And during this training, you're expected to try, to ask, to reflect, and to improve. We're doing this for the first time, guys. You are literally the what is it called? The alpha generation or the beta generation, something like that. Hatem,
I guess the beta generation.
the beta generation. Yeah, but you can call yourself whatever you want. You're just very, very important and very dear to us, because we're building this together. And maybe one day this will be much bigger than what we thought, and we can learn much, much, much more than what we expected, and we can work on great projects together. And yeah, last point is that your attitude matters more than your skill level. Anyone can become really good at what they do. Anyone can take a few weeks or few months and they will have great skill level. But what we really care about is the attitude, is the personality, the ethics, the morals that one has. And I hope that this knowledge will be all used for the sake of Allah, and will all be used to benefit people and not to cause any harm or any bad things. And yeah, coming to our foundations, and alhamdulillah, like I'm using these slides with all the initiatives that we are working on, with the internship program going on right now in Budapest, with the AI workshop that we organized 2 weeks ago. We really need to care about all of these four pillars or foundations. The first is ihsan, excellence, and the pure definition in Islam is that worshiping Allah as if He's seeing you, and as if you see Him, and if you cannot see Him, then He is seeing you. So having in mind that everything we do properly, we do well, and we do with the reminder that Allah is watching us, and we really need to do our best. The second pillar is commitment. Based on our experiences, we could have never achieved many successful journeys unless if we were not committed. So being consistent, being committed, being on time, being the person that really sacrifices a few minutes every day to learn something, to apply something, is one of our foundations. This is how we built this program. This is how we tried to work on our previous projects. Inshallah, we can all do the same. A third pillar, which is very, very important, is respect. as we mentioned earlier, our community is with diverse backgrounds, many people from many countries with different ages. So let's respect each other, let's respect the program, and let's respect our time and ourselves, and really come out with something really useful from this training, inshallah. And also, one of my favorites is Numo, which means growth. This is mainly the whole purpose behind this training, is to grow all together, that to offer each one of you the ability to grow personally and to do something that few days or few weeks ago you were not able to do. And yeah, a little about our vision. This was ChatGPT generated, but it's very, very approved. So we really think that each word means a lot to us in the way that is formatted here. That we believe in the power of knowledge, creativity, and technology to serve Ummah. And for those who do not know what is Ummah, Ummah is the broad nation that is not just separated by borders. Ummah is a much deeper and much higher concept that it unites all the believers together under one state. And I mean, state like an organism. Currently, it's many, many, many states. And this program is here to empower individuals to learn AI tools. And this is what we're focusing on, to build meaningful projects and to give back to our community. And inshallah, we can all stick to this vision, or maybe share it with us if you have a similar vision. And inshallah, this program will bring so much value, more than what we expected. I think I will have one extra slide related to how we will be communicating. But regarding the foundations and regarding our vision, Hatem, I don't know if you would like to add something.
Oh, no, all good. You said everything that we need, and if anyone can add anything that, or wants to, yeah, he wants to add anything about the vision of the whole process and the whole Ummah, is more than welcome to either write it in the chat or raise your hands again. We take more volunteers. So otherwise, I'm good.
Nice. All right. Thank you, Hatem. And yeah, then going to the last slide, and this is just to properly understand how this the communication will look like during this training. For official communications, for documents, for assignments, we will be inshallah using it by sending it by email. And I believe everyone who's here already received an email from us. If you did not receive an email containing some information about this online training, please raise your hand. But probably that's the only way you can get access to this server. So feel free to raise your hand if you did not receive any email from us, so that we can add you to the database later, inshallah. Discord will be mainly for announcements. So it will also be for sharing your thoughts, your ideas, but also some hints and tips. We will have Hatem will take us in a tour later on the channels that and how to use them. I think you already mentioned it earlier, and this will also is flexible. So if you have a suggestion for a channel, we can add it and we can use it. So it might change with time, but let's do our best to learn how Discord works and try to keep our conversation active there. And feel free to react whenever you see a message. Any emoji is welcomed. The more emojis, the smarter we get, inshallah. And yeah, we will be using Google Drive for resource sharing and for documentation. All the assignments, all the submissions, all the things will be mainly be done with Google Drive, which is familiar for most of you, inshallah. And we will share again the details with you by email just after this session, inshallah. And Hatem, I don't know if you would like to add something related to the communication or jump to the innovation presentation. So the stage is yours. I'm gonna take a rest because I spoke a lot.
Thank you so much, Matt. You did amazing. You did a lot of things, and I hope everyone understood what you explained really well. But it was perfect. For the communication side, Discord is very useful for everything. I mean, now for having a stage like this or in normal channels, you can just share a screen with each other. You can just talk to each other. We will use it for mentoring as well. Most of us, I mean, for me, I'll be online almost 24/7 on Discord. You can reach me whenever you want, and you can just like tag me, and I'll be in the channel, and we can. You can just ask me questions that I can answer, or you can just teach me something I don't know as well. That would be very useful. And after I finish talking about the innovation and design thinking, I will just show you around for some people who doesn't know Discord or are new. I can show you how to do most of this stuff. It's easy. It's just take 1 minute, and it will be very fun. So I guess it will be my turn to share the screen now.
Sure.
Also,
I'll
if you
sharing.
have any questions about what passed, or anything you want to add, you can just interrupt me anytime. And it will be up to Mahdi to notice who raised the hands or anything, because I will be sharing my screen.
All right. And I also
Yeah.
posted the message in the chat and asked everyone to react to that message with how they feel right now. So let's experiment how emojis work on Discord. Uh, all right, we have many animal lovers in the session. So yeah, enjoy spamming
Oh,
us
wait.
with emojis for that message. Mashallah, you guys are really quick. And yeah, the stage is yours, Hatem. I will be enjoying your presentation, inshallah.
So much. Oh, uh, I'm horrible when it comes to presenting, actually. Just give me a second. Because I don't have the PowerPoint or any slides. Uh, I hope it's fine like this, because I'm gonna be sharing the tab of the browser. Or if you have any idea, Mahdi, how to make it
I think it's
actually
clear. I mean, earlier it was,
it should be clear.
yeah, this is perfect
Okay.
from my side. Earlier it was the bigger screen, so the vertical screen, but this is the horizontal one, so it should be fine for everyone. Perfect. Yalla.
Okay, it
Bismillah.
looks good. Thank you so much, Mahdi, for this big introduction. And you said this will be like a light introduction. This is still very light. We're not gonna learn something very big. It's just like, for me, I personally think this is the most important thing if you want to build something new, which is being innovative and know how to design and think properly to actually build something useful for everyone else. You might have been innovator already without even noticing. Most likely, all of us are innovators, but they don't just focus on that part. If, for example, you want to save some time for something you're doing, you're gonna innovate a solution to do it and save your time. If you want to help someone in some way, you're gonna innovate a solution and think about it properly and do it. But you never realize that you're innovator by. Wait, someone said they can't hear me. Can you hear me, Mad?
I can hear you, yeah. Okay, many people can't hear you, so Nidal and Zahra.
Hisham said he can hear me. That's
Strange. Okay. And Zahra, Rehan, Nidal, can you hear me? Okay, they can hear me. Strange. Yalla Hatem, quick
I
troubleshooting
can hear both
or
of you. Test 1,
ah,
2. Can you guys hear? I can see my mic working. That's the thing.
I literally can hear you.
You can.
But I can hear you.
Oh yes, you can hear me. Yes.
Hisham is suggesting Alt F4.
Yeah, nice try, Hisham. It's not gonna work on me.
Okay, just click on his photo unmute it.
Uh,
Yeah,
I can
maybe.
disconnect and come back again.
Yeah, I guess from the people, so the people who cannot hear Hatem, you probably muted him. So, or you stopped listening to him. So there will be three dots next to his video. Click on these three dots and see if you muted Hatem or not. But
I would disconnect to. No. I'm not muted. I'm pretty sure
I
I'm not
mean, you're not muted,
because
but maybe
Hisham
they
can
stopped
hear me.
hearing you.
And you can hear me as well. So it's. I guess it's from their side, but they can hear you, but not me, which is very weird. So I'm gonna disconnect and get me back.
All right. Yeah, but still, for the ones who still wouldn't be able to. Who still wouldn't be able to listen to Hatem, please try to troubleshoot it. Try to click on his video, these three dots, and see if you missed something.
Can you guys hear me now? Hello.
I can hear you, but Nidal, Rehan.
Rehan said yes.
Okay,
Yes.
nice. Zahra?
So did you guys
I
didn't hear
can
me
hear
at
you
all for the whole thing?
now. That would be a pity.
Yeah, this is the first time you're hearing my voice.
I'm
Oh
not
no.
sure. Yes.
Some people said yes.
Hatem, yalla,
Oh
quick
no.
introduction again then.
Some people were hearing me, but
Yeah.
okay. It happened 5 minutes ago. So probably when I presented something went wrong, maybe because I'm using not a typical mic. So something maybe went wrong. Anyways,
Yes. Okay. Hope it doesn't happen again. Yeah, stage is yours.
I hope so.
Mubin said that I wasn't able to hear, but I think because I was I muted him, so probably they have the option to not listen to one of us. So always make sure that anyone is in stage, you enable them to speak and you can hear them speak. But now Hatem will use the opportunity since I guess everyone can hear him. Inshallah. Yalla Hatem.
Yes, I hope so. Yes, I hope everyone can hear me. Anyways, thank you, Mati, again for the introduction and for everything you said. It was very light and very icebreaker, as I like to say it. I hope everyone is enjoying so far and excited, very excited for the training. Today was supposed to be a very light introduction into the program day, and it's still very light, but this is something very important to me personally, and I guess it should be important to everyone that everyone should know and learn, which is innovation and design thinking, which is very important for you to build anything you want, basically any problem that you face with innovation and the way that you think about it, you can solve it and help people with it. Basically, some of us maybe are innovators by nature, and you might have noticed you might have not noticed it. uh, for example, a type of innovation is when you want to save time to do something, you just innovate a quick solution for you to just solve that and save some time. Or if you want to help someone when he asks for something, you're just gonna innovate a solution, a quick solution to solve that problem itself. That type of innovation that no one actually focus on, but if you focus on it more and mix it with design thinking itself. Wait, let me just get. I speak a lot of my hands, so I get the camera down. Yeah, this is should be good. And you mix it with the design. It's not even okay. Sorry. You mix it with design thinking together. It will basically help you build uh, any uh, any application. So what I'm gonna show, it's not gonna be very long because we don't have a lot of time. I'm just gonna define what is innovation, what is design thinking. There are quick 5 phases of design thinking. They might be obvious, and it would be better that you know them and you start thinking about them properly. The mindset for innovation, that would be Mahdi is gonna talk about it. He's very good when it comes to setting up the mindset and explaining it properly, and some workshop ideation. So what is innovation? Innovation is simply the process of creating a new or existing ideas, but slightly improved products or services, or it's just about creating a value in any new way that you can think about that can help some people or solve solutions. And it always matters just to keep your organizations competitive, because you can't just uh, go ahead and copy other people ideas. Like Hisham introduced his idea. If you're not innovative, you're just gonna copy his idea, and that's not gonna be really competitive for him, because he got copyrights, and you're not gonna do anything, and he's not gonna have competition. When you're innovative, you can help solve complex challenges by your innovation, and you drive growth, efficiency, and help with so much better user experience as well. And just to make sure that you don't only have good ideas, but great ideas with innovation and sustainable ones. And we will see how actually innovators ask about these things, how it actually work. Mahdi, if you want to add anything about innovation or anything, you can totally just unmute your mic. You unmute your mic, because Mahdi was my mentor for innovations and everything. So he knows his stuff. He knows what he's talking about, basically.
Hatem, I want you to do your best during this training, not to be so humble. So
I'm just saying facts because you're my mentor as well.
you're amazing, bro, at what you do. Yeah, I mean, maybe I can add something once you go through the slides, but
Mhm.
what you're sharing right now is gold. It's like if everyone is on the same page with you, I think they will come up with really nice project ideas. So listening to Hatem, keep in mind that every word that he will be sharing, inshallah, can be the key that or the last puzzle piece that you need for a great project idea. But I'm following you, Hatem.
Okay, that's good. So to be innovative, innovators usually just ask three simple questions to find the desirability, viability, and feasibility. They sound very fancy words. I mean, it looks very nice, feasibility, viability, and all of that, very fancy. But to find that sweet spot for that innovation, they will ask three simple questions, which is desirability. Do people actually want this? Do people desire this solution? So if there is a real problem, we're gonna solve it, or we're gonna need it. Will people want us to solve it, and will they actually use it? And it will help them. Basically, it's more about the human side. It's innovators think first about the human side if people desire it, and then go to the feasibility, and just ask the very simple question: if can we actually build it? Can we do this project? Can we build it? Like Hisham asked earlier about his project. He said, "Oh, I want to automate this thing, but I'm not really sure if I can do automated." That's asking the feasibility of the project, and it will be to check the skills, the resources, and just to mix between desirability and feasibility, and finish it with a viability as well, just to check with if this project is it gonna work in the real world or no, and just be real with yourself. Like you can ask people around. You can just go around, ask people, tell them, "Oh, will you gonna use this project for me? Is it possible for you to pay for such project?" Etc. etc. And between these three, you can definitely find the best sweet spot for that innovation that you're gonna get, and you can decide for the project that you will have. And innovation, of course, doesn't always mean only product innovation. Like I mentioned before, innovation can be as simple as time management innovation. Like you will innovate in your time management and find a solution very quick. And it doesn't only mean innovate a new car or a new Tesla or a new phone. So we have multiple types of innovations. We can check the product innovation, which is having a new phone. That's making a new whole product and innovate it. You can innovate a whole process, which is make an innovation of how a thing is delivered and how people will receive this whole process and optimize it for the users themselves. You can use this you can make this innovation with AI as well, and it's very very possible. There is the business model innovation. It's just business model innovation. It's just like you try to find a new solution on how a business is gonna make money, basically, and what is um, the most the most possible way and easier way for business to make money, basically. I just lost the words. And the service innovation, and the service innovation is, it speaks about it itself. It just improving innovating the user experience and try to improve your services overall. And by going with by following these three, the desirability, feasibility, and viability, all of them, actually all types of innovation follow these three. And the social innovation, it's also innovating social issues and trying to improve your community, basically, by finding anything innovative socially, I would say. There is a question, I guess.
Yes.
Right.
So Sahar asked the question, Hatem, and she's saying, if you're talking innovation, wouldn't feasibility restrict creativity and therefore innovation? What are the criterias to say if something is feasible or not? Nice
It's
question,
a
by the way.
very, very nice question. It's true that the currently, feasibility is limiting innovation, because if anything was possible, I guess we would be living in a sci-fi world with flying cars and having planes that goes to the moon. So we are limited by the amount of technology we have first, and the amount of science that we discovered yet, and of course the nature limits. There are something that we can't really defy nature with it. So always our innovation is always limited. So it's tricky to limit your innovation with the feasibility. You just need to know your resources and the skills that you know. That's how you define your innovation, basically. I don't know if I answered your question properly, or
Maybe I can also add
does
something.
that answer your question?
Sahar confirmed to us once the question is properly answered. But if you can go
And
back to the
you can
previous,
answer as well. Now you can answer as well.
I mean, you basically said it, Hatem. You said it, but I would like to draw the attention again to the difference between feasibility and viability. So the feasibility usually comes to the technical challenges. So is something feasible, meaning that do we have actually right now the technology needed to actually build it? If you would like to create a hub that supports 1,000 people talking at the same time together and sharing ideas non-stop, we need to just make sure that the current cloud providers or servers or databases or technologies that are in place can support such an innovative idea. Maybe it's not feasible. And the sweet point of your question, Sahar, is that maybe it's not feasible technically. Maybe we do not have the technology to fix or to actually achieve that solution. And in that case, the innovation can be creating the technology. So maybe it was not feasible to fly to the moon 100 years ago, and people wanted to go to the moon, and they said, okay, it's just not feasible. So some other people said, okay, how can we make the technology that makes flying to the moon feasible? How can we create the technology with the tools that we have right now, with the knowledge that we have right now? Let's innovate And that was feasible, by the way, because they had their building tools. They had everything they need to come up with an idea of how can we fly a rocket or a space machine to the moon. So I hope it's a bit more clear that it's really important to keep in mind that the feasibility is usually with the technical and with the resources in hand. Can we actually build it? And the viability is more of will it actually fix that problem? I hope Hatem and I were able to answer this question. But guys, if anyone else would like to comment on Sahar's question, please raise your hand. We can bring you to the stage and you can share your thought.
Also, the limit on the feasibility, it can push your innovation more as well, either to find a solution for the feasibility, or to optimize your current solution and innovate another solution that will fit the feasibility that you have.
Yeah, and Sahar came to the conclusions that the business vision and capacities draw to which extent we can expand. So definitely, this is the realistic part of being an innovator, I guess.
Yes, exactly. Luckily, we are limited by a lot of stuff. Otherwise, innovators can get real crazy with with their innovations. Yeah, I'd say we are
All
lucky
right.
that we are limited. So for the types of innovation, I hope they are clear. They're obvious as well, more or less: product, process, business model, service, and social innovation. And all of them are around the same core idea, which is finding a solution for every niche, basically. Finding an optimized solution following these three: the desirability question, feasibility, and viability. Uh, do people actually want this? Is it actually possible? And will it actually work? So these are the core three questions for the innovation. And Dr. Albert Sant Georgi said, I hope I pronounced his name properly: innovation is seeing what everybody has seen and thinking what nobody has thought. This summarizes mostly every single thing that I said in innovation, and it's a very, very nice quote, I guess. And you can always think about this, like everyone is seeing the same as you, but not everyone is thinking like you, and you can innovate whatever you want with that, with whatever you're seeing as well. Nidal said, how can we validate that a problem that we're solving is a real pain point? A very good question, and that's where the desirability comes. You need to have you need to ask people, basically, and that will be mentioned in the design thinking later. You just need to check if people actually need something like this or no. For example, Hisham's idea earlier, he noticed that recruiters have a big problem when it comes to a lot of applicants, and it's noticeable. Sometimes you can notice if a problem is there or no. For example, uh, a very simple example, it's fixed now, that people doesn't really know that the bus time, like, you can't know when the bus is coming. That's in now you do, but before they didn't. So people had to be innovative at that point, and they noticed that a lot of people miss the bus, a lot of complaints, a lot of, you can notice how people it's really pain point for them that they don't have accurate bus times. So at that point, innovators came and said, "Oh, we need to add a GPS tracking for the buses. We need to make a proper schedule for them. And will this actually help people? Yes, it will. That's the viability. Is it doable? Yes, it is. We have the GPS, we have the Google Maps, we can add the trackers on the buses. Everything is good. All the three are good. That's it. They made the schedule for the bus, and it's in every Google Map now. Not for all the cities, but it's the innovation is there. And I hope that answered your question.
And maybe I can add a few
Yes, yes.
actual methods that can be used to validate the problem. Hatem, how to say, like, made it really simple and clear that you need to ask people. And by asking people, you can have one-to-ones with them. You can like literally go to that person who you're trying to fix the problem for and ask them directly. You can do focus groups, and focus groups is where you gather 5 or 10 people and you ask them all the same questions and you hear them commenting on each other's answers. Like you bring 5 or 10 people and ask them, do you think that ChatGPT usage is hard? And some people will say yes, some people will say no. And listening to them, having that conversation can tell you a lot about the problem that you're trying to validate. And the last point that I have in mind of how to validate a problem and how to ask the users, sometimes you don't have enough time to ask 200 people. Time is limited. So in that case, you go for surveys. You send exploratory surveys where you ask people to fill them in 2 or 3 minutes, answering few questions. And by the way, like I did something very similar with Sahar a few months ago, or maybe a little bit more than a year ago, where we wanted to understand, for example, the problems that are going on in Gaza. We wanted to validate that the problem that we're thinking of is true so that we can come up with a good solution for it. So what we did, we created a Google form and we spread it and we asked many people from Gaza to fill it. And by getting, I guess, I don't know, Sahar just remind me, I think we got more than 30 answers. It gives you an overview about what most of the people think and what would be the intersections in their answers. So this is it: face-to-faces, focus groups, and surveys for bigger audience. And it's the first is very very efficient but hard because of time and because of people's availability. The second is a little less efficient but also easier because in 1 hour you can listen to many people. And the third is the easiest, but it gives you less accurate information or perspective, and it's unfortunately without any feeling, so you cannot really feel and empathize the person. Sometimes you just need to look at their faces to properly understand their problems. But these were the additions that I wanted to say, and back to you, Hatem.
Thank you so much. I hope that answered the question, Nidal, properly. You got double answers, so that's very good. And this part of asking the users and going around, it goes with the complementary part that we have for this lesson. I need to be careful with the time because we have 20 minutes. We have, like I said, innovation and design thinking, which is this one. I guess I was showing the slide and I didn't notice, so maybe a lot of you just read the whole slide. So design thinking is just a human. Wait, me. Yes. It's how you try to solve this problem, and it's separated into two parts, which is design the right thing and design things right, like it's shown in this what is it called, in this figure, in this image, maybe. And like Nidal said, it's gonna solve the real pain point for the users. You're gonna see what is the real user needs, and you're gonna go around in this discover. There is like 4 parts in this. There is like the discover part where you go around users and ask them and try to empathize with them emotionally. It's like your human side in action, basically. You just try to understand the user needs and have a bigger picture of the problem. This is like the first thing, is having a bigger picture of the problem. And in the next part, you will have to define the problem properly and scope the problem more, and just find define your main problem, which is here the problem definition. So you start discovering, ask people, collect a lot of problems in the same topic, have a bigger scope, and then you need to define your main problem, which is scope down till you find a problem that is that you can solve with innovation, basically, with the 3 steps, with 3 questions of innovation. If it's feasible, if people want it, and if it's gonna help them define it. And then you will move into designing things right, which is developing or basically solving, if you want to stay away from developing. It's solving the whole idea, bringing a solution, and then delivering the solution to the user. So this is gonna help you make your design thinking more organized, I would say. Like everyone got his own design thinking ways, but if you make it more organized, you start by having a bigger picture and then narrow it down to a smaller one. Make your main problem definition. It will help you a lot in building the solution, and then start making the solution. Develop it, test it, give it to your friends to try it out, and all of that. And then you can deliver it to the users and always listen to their feedback as well. Like the listening part is very, very important. The feedback is of the user is very important. So that's the main part of the design thinking as well. So all what I said now is in this slide, in the next one, which is very easier to understand as well, which is empathizing to understand the users, reframe your problem after collecting the ideas from the users, all of them, generate your solutions, build your solution, prototype it, test it with your friends, test it with yourself, your family, anyone you know, and then this is supposed to be launch it, deliver it, not test. So deliver, get feedback, and refine. So innovation is the innovation part is shown in the empathizing first. Like 3 questions of the innovation will be in the first 3 steps, basically. So innovation and design thinking both together, like I mentioned from the first slide, they go both together. They complement each other, and then comes your more innovative part, which is building the solution itself. That will bring more innovation, I would say. Um, and yes, and to have a proper innovation, I said I will leave this part to Mahdi because he's the leader of the mindsets. So go ahead, Mahdi, explain these mindsets properly with your own words. And if anyone have a question about the previous design thinking, I don't know if it's clear or no. You can just write it or raise your hands as well.
Yeah, thanks, Hatem. I think it was really clear, and I'm really happy that you shared this, and we came to the conclusion that this can be shared in the first session, because hoping that everyone gets what innovation is, what design thinking is, and what's the mindsets of innovation that I'm going to be sharing right now. Please take this information back with you. Read more about it, watch some videos on YouTube about it, maybe read some articles, ask ChatGPT, what do you know about design thinking and innovation, and how can I be more innovative? But yeah, I love what you shared, Hatem, and it's you made it really clear that in design thinking is a process, and you need to go step by step. So you cannot really start with generating ideas before actually understanding all the problems, or before deciding what is the problem that I would like to work on. So it's a very, very organized process, and it sounds really, really easy and simple, but in practice, it's really hard, because I'm seeing this right now in the past few weeks with the internship program, that everyone would like to throw ideas, but it's really important, whether to do it individually or in teams, to start defining what is the problem that I would like to fix. Then for just one specific problem, there will be many, many, many ideas that will be generated, but you cannot tackle many topics at the same time. And you made it clear, and thanks for that, Hatem. The thing that I would like to share is the mindsets that you can have, or that you should have. Hatem, I guess. Okay, perfect. I was not seeing your slides for a second, but now I can see them. So yeah, when it comes to the mindsets that someone should have, first is curiosity, and that's why kids are much better than us, because they're still very curious creatures, subhanallah, and creatures, and kids always have this sense to ask questions. So curiosity really starts with asking why and what and how. So there is a concept called the golden circles, and it's really about deeply understand why, then asking how, and then asking what. So you can also make a note about the golden circles and look it up later. So you need to be curious if you're an innovator, if you would like to be an innovator. If you're not, if you feel that you're not curious enough, then trigger yourself with topics that are interesting for you already and try to find a niche in that specific area. The second mindset to have when it comes to innovation is empathy. And this is what Hatem was emphasizing on, that you cannot really understand the problem if you don't empathize the people struggling with this problem. And you cannot understand them and feel them and empathize with them if you don't speak with them. If you would like to fix a solution or you fix a problem for the Koreans who live in islands and do not speak English. If you never spoke with a Korean who lives in an island and does not speak English, then you're basically trying to fix a problem of someone that you cannot empathize. And therefore, even if you're really, if you want to fix that issue, you cannot really fix it because you don't understand it from their perspective. And that's really important. Empathy is a very important skill or mindset to have always, but it's also important to have when innovating. Hatem is telling me to go to the next slide, I guess. But okay. I thought you were saying because we don't have much time, we're trying to wrap up
We don't have.
everything.
I didn't mean that. I
Yes,
misclicked, but we don't really have much time, so we
yes,
need
yes,
to talk
yes.
about the assignment as well. But I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. My God.
No worries,
You
no
need
worries,
to
no
go
worries.
ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna just name the three other mindsets, but I'm not gonna explain them. Please sit with ChatGPT and ask him when it comes to the mindsets of innovation, uh, why experimenting is really important, why embracing ambiguities is really important, and by ambiguities we mean obstacles, challenges, unknowns, difficulties, and why is collaboration is really important in innovation. Uh, for some of you, it might be clear. For others, if you would like to learn more about it, please make a small research. But these are really, really important topics, and we could have just maybe just 2 hours to speak only about innovation, about design thinking. But this is the time that we had, and we need to prioritize the other topics that we were planning to deliver, inshallah, in the upcoming weeks. So, Hatem, you can move if you want to the next slide. And yeah, if you would like to sit with yourself, usually it's done in teams, so that's why it's called workshop. But now you can do it individually. You can even do it with your friends and families. If you would like to connect with one person from the training from our community, you can message them and decide to do an ideation workshop together. But the whole idea is to come up with a problem statement. Please look it up, even in Google. What is the problem statement? And look for an example. It's a very specific way to state and mention your problem. And then you need to ideate. How can we fix that problem? And out of that ideation, you create what's so called a solution space. You need to visualize it. And you can do that by using tools like Miro, like Mural, like Canva. Probably there are thousands more. And if you can put all of your ideas, you can even do it physically. You can just put sticky notes on your table and visualize all of your ideas. And then you can be grouping them by categories. Okay, these three are very similar, so they can be one idea. These two are eliminated because they're not feasible. The current technologies cannot support it. These, you see, like you do this clustering, and out of that, the ideal outcome is to come up with a very innovative solution that fixes that very specific problem statement, and it should have a unique value proposition. I'm gonna write it in the chat. Please make a research about the unique value proposition, because this is a very, very, very important key uh, that will allow you to be an innovator. And I guess this is mainly it when it comes to the innovation workshop. And we just have a few more slides about the next steps and what would be in the next week, inshallah. But Hatem, I don't know if you would like to add something or close the topic of innovation or ask anyone to raise questions or comments if they want.
Yeah, for sure. If there is anyone who wants to ask any question, like I said, the innovation and design thinking is not like really hard topic, but it's very important. 3 questions of innovations and 5 steps of design thinking. You mix them together, and that's it. You have the perfect mindset basically to find any solution that you want for any problem that you can face. Real life problems, like really simple real life problems. We will see how we're gonna use AI, automation, and all of that very soon. Next week, we're gonna start with the prompt engineering. You're gonna have a small assignment, small homework for the whole training session. It's just to practice the prompts before going into more into the advanced prompt engineering, which we'll learn next week. And we will send you the assignment. Either we're gonna announce it in the Discord, and we're gonna send it to the slides. This part is I don't know. I'm not really sure. Mahdi.
All right, sorry, I was creating another voice channel, but I couldn't do it. I'll do it in a second. Where if we still have 6 minutes until the end of today's training session, this is the official time where we need to be present and focus on what we're learning and interact together. But now might invite anyone who's interested to join another room where we can all discuss, analyze, receive your feedback, etc. Hatem, if you would like, in the meanwhile, you can also do it. Like, I don't know what to call it, not meeting room, but community room or chilling room or whatever.
There is a public meeting room, a public channel that everyone can see. Besides
Yeah,
this one, it's I will
uh-huh,
just move it
to the
close
public
to
meeting.
this.
Okay, nice.
It's the first channel of the whole Discord. So there is public channel, there is general public meeting. Oh, yeah, I'll share my
You
screen.
can, if you
Yeah,
want, share it.
I'll guys give you a tour, a quick tour of Discord. So this is our meeting room currently. The assignments will be shared here. It's gonna be a very simple assignment for the first week, orally, and we're gonna say it here later. And you can just jump here in the public meeting whenever you want, anytime you want, or maybe you'll find me or Mahdi or any of the team leads. You'll find them just chilling there. You can just go there and ask any question, or just write here in the general, and everyone will see it. And you can tag any one of us in the chat by just writing alt and just tag me, and I will receive a notification to come running to the voice channel. It's usually work like that. And this is how simple basically Discord is. So that's the whole thing.
Nice. Thanks for the tour, Hatem. And yeah, I'll be there just after this session, inshallah. So, friends, family, people who we know each other, even strangers and people who are new to this community, you're all welcome to join the public meeting in a second. But quickly, before the time runs out, for this week, inshallah, uh, as we mentioned, we would like to actually learn by doing. So we will send you an email and we will publish it in the what is it called, the assignments channel. All the 4 tracks that you can choose: the researcher, the creator, the builder, and the leader. And then you will use ChatGPT or any other AI tool that you prefer, Gemini or DeepSeek or Claude or anything, to define your personal project idea. We're not going to guide you with this. The first assignment is completely up to you how to do it. So just at the end, come up with the topic that you would like to work on. Who is it for? And what will it include? What would be the features or the nice things that you will have in your project? And write 1 page documentation, just 1 page with ChatGPT, But of course, you go through it and you make sure that everything that needs to be there is there. And that documentation should be uploaded to Google Drive so we can track your assignments and give you feedback and comment on it and have this incremental building of your project. So it only starts with one page document, and there we will give you the instructions inshallah in the email and in the message, what should be included, the description about your project, who is it for, the unique value proposition should be properly stated. We mentioned earlier that it's a really important topic, so everything is going to be guided. Just check your inboxes a few hours or during the next few hours, and it will be really nice. The last point is optional, but very appreciated if you can just introduce yourself in the AI
general
online
tab.
training.
The
Yeah, in the general tab, you
You
can
do it
show
in
them
the
how they
general
do
as
it.
well for everyone else.
Yeah, you can even do it right now if you have a project idea. Just introduce yourself, your project. Maybe also mention what track did you choose. Are you a researcher? Are you a creator or a builder or leader? And you can even say a few words about your project. Even Hisham can do so. Even though we had an idea about your project and who you are, we would be happy to see your message there. And yeah, what else? Moving to the next slide, maybe. We have 1 minute left. Yeah, please reach us out again, organizers, that you would like if you have any question, you can write them in the chat. We are planning a weekly mentoring session, so probably on Wednesdays or Thursdays. There will be a specific time where you will definitely join Discord and you can find us in a room and you can join that room and ask us questions and maybe you can show us what you did and we can help with that. But again, as Hatem mentioned, you can always send us messages, and whenever you see us hanging out in one room, you can always join and try to communicate with each other. If you find the opportunity to talk privately with one of the participants, get to know them, try to understand what they're working on, and maybe you can create a small team and learn together. And the last slide, if you don't have something to add, Hatem, and we need to do it in few seconds. Next week, it's gonna be, inshallah, about mastering AI to think better and to create faster. Yes, that would probably be my favorite session, or one of my favorites. They're all really nice. But inshallah, we'll learn more about prompt engineering techniques, how to structure and refine your thoughts with AI, how to brainstorm using AI, how to summarize, how to transform content, and how to make AI a thinking partner and not just a writing tool. We'll have some really interesting stuff that we're planning to show you. Many of you might already be familiar with these things, so I hope that there will be still new things that you will learn next week, inshallah. And feel free to make any research that would help you to prepare for next week's session if you're kind of new to this and would like to know more. Yeah, that was the right slide, Hat. Thank you
So
all
I don't
so
have
much
anything.
for
I
joining.
don't have anything to add as well for next week. Like I mentioned, it's gonna be prompt engineering, and for the assignment, like Mahdi said, we will send emails, and you will find them in the assignment channel on Discord as well. Everything will be clear. Everything is gonna be easy, and next week will be the first proper lecture. I hope you learned something today about innovation and design thinking. If anyone have a question and or anything, my Discord is always open, and yeah, thank you so much for joining as well. It's gonna be we can have like 1 minute of waiting if anyone wants to say something, and then we can go exactly
I
on
would,
time as well. Just 1 minute, 1 minute, holding you for 1 minute. It's fine.
yeah, nice, Hisham. Wasim, thank you so much for your message. Sahar, thank you so much. Sahar is a great individual that contributed in many projects that we did. She was a team lead in another project called Fazura. She can tell you one day about. She's a really creative and innovative person. Thank you so much, Sylvie, Nidal, Jazakallahu khairan, Rabbi Barik Fik. Moment, thank you so much. Bro, Huma, thanks for joining. Sahra, Hisham, Amber, Safe, you guys are awesome. These are people that are really close to my heart, and I'm really happy that you are all here in this session. Thank you, Anita, Amina. Thank you so much. I hope you join next time as well. Amina is a very old friend. We know each other for more than 10 years. And she's also an engineer and a really smart person. MashaAllah. Rihan, thank you so much. Jazakallah khairan. And again, we're jumping to the public meeting session, so
Yeah,
you're all
thank you
invited.
so much,
Okay.
guys. Jazakumullah khairan for joining and for interacting. It will be more interesting in the upcoming weeks as well. It will be very, very interesting in the lecture number 3. It's my favorite, automation tools. It will be very interesting. So I hope everyone can join. Maybe more people will join in the next sessions. I'm not really sure because I saw like there is 50 members on Discord, 52, I guess. So most likely they're gonna join on the first lecture, I hope. So thank you so much, Shabab. Everyone, sorry. Thank you so much, everyone. And we'll see you in the public meeting in a bit if anyone wants to join, or see you next week, or anytime around the week. I'm always available. Jazakumullah khairan, everyone. Thank you.
Allahumma
Have,
barik.
have a
Barakallahu
great
fikum.
end of the day and a great week ahead. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Hatem. Wallah, I'm so happy that I'm doing this with you, bro. You're such a good presenter. Mashallah, you made it all really easy, and I really appreciate your work in the previous days. And yeah, again, let's remind ourselves that we're doing this for the sake of Allah. I hope this knowledge will be useful for us, for our families, for our communities, and for the Ummah. And again, let's always keep our intentions to seek knowledge, because the seeker of knowledge, maybe next week we can mention saying of the Prophet ﷺ, but it's a very, very, very high and noble state to be a knowledge seeker. So I hope that we are all, inshallah, always with the mindset to seek knowledge. Jazakumullahu khairan, and maybe we can jump to the public meeting now.
Yes, inshallah. Inshallah, it will be very, very fruitful for everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, and bye bye. Maybe we'll see you in the public meeting. Yeah, salam alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Salam alaikum, everyone.